The 7th episode of the Swordsmith Village arc, titled Awful Villain, was pretty amazing, and the title alone justifies this whole episode. If you haven't read the manga, you'll definitely enjoy this one. It had many surprising elements, starting from the new demon clone of Upper Moon 4, to Muichiro's backstory, and even the long-awaited reveal of one of the series' earliest characters. So let's dig deep into the 7th episode. The episode started where Tanjiro was about to behead the tiny Hantengu. During that time, Hantengu's neck was creating some awful high-frequency sounds. When Tanjiro was about halfway cutting through his neck, the sword lost Nezuko's flames and returned to normal. Meanwhile, Tanjiro was feeling a presence of another demon that was different from the previous clones. Then, Genya warned Tanjiro to move back, and we saw a shadow of that demon. It seems that the demon was so strong that even Genya was hesitant to take a shot at him. At last, we saw a glimpse of the demon's blood demon art, and it looks like it's based on his drums, similar to Kyogai. When Tanjiro turned back, a gust of wind blew above his head, which was very similar to Karaku's Uchiwa. After the dust settled, we saw 5 wooden dragons start to attack Tanjiro. Who'd have thought that the mysterious demon could use a wood-style jutsu? Then, the fight between the demon and demon slayers really kicked off. Then we got a full look of this mysterious demon. Surprisingly, it looks like a child, and he was calling Tanjiro and the others, quote, awful villains. Everyone, including the viewers, was confused. Where the hell did that demon come from? Then we witnessed what actually happened. It seems that Sekido, the demon with anger issues, absorbed the other 3 clones and transformed himself into that child demon. If you want to know about Hantengu in detail, then click the I button in the corner and you'll see a complete explanation of Hantengu's powers and abilities. The child demon's presence was enough to send a chill down the spines of everyone around him. Even his emotional state was enough to paralyze someone so thoroughly that Tanjiro and Genya were reluctant to attack any further. Then they started to argue about who the real villain was and just started blaming each other. After a long session of talk no jutsu, Tanjiro took a fighting stance. The scene finally moved back to Muichiro and his situation. As usual, Gyoko was making fun of Muichiro, and can you guys tell us what are those so-called creative juices that Gyoko was talking about? That'd be greatly appreciated. On the other side, Muichiro was trying anything he could to get out of that prison, but ended up running out of air. So he tried one last technique to get out, but failed. Then, Gyoko headed inside the house where Hakunezuka was sharpening the new blade for Tanjiro. Kanamori tried to stop Gyoko, and we all know that's not going to be enough. Even Gyoko believed Kanamori's efforts to be comical. He then attacked Kanamori and noticed that Hakunezuka was completely focused on his work. Since Gyoko considers himself as an artist, he felt inferior after seeing Hakunezuka's intense focus on the blade. So instead of killing Hakunezuka with a single blow, Gyoko decided to break his concentration. During the attacks, Hakunezuka's mask came off and damn, he actually looks pretty good. Honestly, why is this guy still single? Maybe if he didn't wear his mask during dates, he could actually get with a girl. The scene then moves back again to Muichiro, and we saw Muichiro hallucinating Tanjiro saying some motivational lines that he never actually said to Muichiro. Pretty much everyone who saw this were confused about what was happening. But during the conversation, Muichiro wasn't expecting any help to come from anyone, but Tanjiro told him that somebody will come. And then Kotetsu came to the rescue. Kotetsu was trying very hard to break the prison, but he couldn't. On the other side, Muichiro was wondering why Kotetsu was even helping him. Suddenly, a small fish demon appeared out of nowhere and attacked Kotetsu, severely injuring him. Even Muichiro was telling him to leave, but despite his injuries, Kotetsu gave some breath to Muichiro by blowing bubbles into the water prison. Now, how did he do that? Does he exhale oxygen instead of carbon dioxide? Or is there some science that we're missing here? Anyway, let's not think about that too much. Maybe we just didn't catch what happened. Then, after inhaling the carbon dioxide, Muichiro started to remember his father's words, and he found a similarity between Tanjiro's eyes and the eyes of his father, as both of them were red. Maybe this is why he was seeing Tanjiro saying words that he himself never said, as those words were instead uttered by Muichiro's father. After that, Muichiro finally broke through the water prison with mist-breathing second form, and then the episode ended. Well, that's it for this video, and we really hope that you enjoyed the breakdown of episode 7. If you did, consider subscribing to our channel and turning on the bell so you know the next time we upload. Thank you so much for watching.